Catherine returned home to find the atmosphere in the Farrell mansion heavy and suffocating. Her brothers and father immediately turned to her for help, desperate for her to persuade Clarissa to eat. Clarissa had refused food and water since she came back. Consumed by fear and turmoil, they believed Catherine was the only one who could reach her. But before Catherine could even address them, Clarissa abruptly stood and ordered her daughter upstairs. Her tone made it clear that no one else was allowed to interfere. Catherine followed her mother to the study, where Clarissa took immediate precautions to ensure their conversation remained private. She instructed Catherine to close the door, turn on the television, and raise the volume so that even the slightest attempt to eavesdrop would be useless. Only when she was confident no one else could hear did she allow the conversation to begin. Catherine offered her mother a glass of warm water, urging her to regain strength before facing whatever crisis she feared. Clarissa accepted the water, her eyes filled with unreadable emotions. When Catherine brought up the unsettling news from Wilspoon, the discovery of her aunt's former assistant, she watched her mother closely. Catherine had pieced things together through indirect questioning and hints from Mr. Fraser, but she still found it unbelievable that the man could be alive at nearly 100 years old and capable of traveling such distances. Clarissa, however, could not dismiss the situation so easily. Although she had not personally seen the man, reports indicated that he had survived the turmoil of decades past. Catherine attempted to ease her mother's worry, saying that his presence should not matter unless he had concrete evidence. But beneath the surface, Catherine understood the truth. Even without proof, a living witness with credibility could destroy their family's reputation, and she knew, deep down, that her mother feared exactly that. Clarissa watched her daughter with conflicted feelings. Catherine was her only daughter, long desired after giving birth to three sons. Her arrival late in life had been a source of joy and hope, but their bond had never been as deep as it should have been. The former butler had once dared to switch her newborn daughter, leaving Catherine to grow up elsewhere in her earliest years. Although Clarissa eventually reclaimed her biological child, the lost time had created a distance that could never fully be repaired. Trust between them remained delicate and incomplete. Catherine had grown into a capable, sharp minded woman who saw through her mother's actions more than Clarissa liked. She believed many of the accusations whispered by outsiders, including the truth that Clarissa had killed the previous family head. Catherine's own aunt, this knowledge wounded Clarissa, yet she could not deny the truth behind Catherine's suspicions. Unlike Shiloh, the girl Clarissa once believed to be her daughter, Catherine lacked the ambition to dominate the Farrell family. Catherine held no desire for power. She was willing to relinquish her position as head of the family if someone better suited came along. This made her fundamentally different from the daughters Clarissa once imagined raising, girls who would fiercely protect the family legacy and her authority. Still, Catherine treated Clarissa with a complicated mixture of duty, caution, and loyalty. She maintained a composed exterior, even when she questioned her mother's choices. To outsiders, they appeared united simply because they were blood, and that alone made others wary of Catherine, no matter her character or intentions. She carried the stain of Clarissa's sins simply for being her daughter. For Clarissa, the realization was agonizing. She cherished Catherine deeply, but she could not fully rely on her. And Catherine, for all her strength and wisdom, could not fully trust the mother she barely grew up with, especially a mother capable of eliminating her own siblings for power. Their conversation in the study revealed the truth neither wanted to admit. They were bound by blood, but separated by secrets, fear, and the shadow of past crimes. Together, yet divided, mother and daughter standing on the same side only because the world believed they must.